Hi, I'm Sandy Steinman, President of Background Checks Express, your one-stop source for accurate, accessible, and affordable background checking. Fair Credit Reporting Act violations in their background checking processes have cost a lot of employers a lot of money, and now another employer has joined the crowd. Wells Fargo Bank has agreed to a settlement of $12 million to settle a class action lawsuit in which it was claimed they violated the Fair Credit Reporting Act after denying employment to an applicant based on the result of a background check. I can just hear you yelling at your computer screen, $12 million because they denied employment? Should we stop background checking? Not hardly. Let's look at the rest of the story. Here's what happened. The plaintiff, Terrell Manuel, claimed he applied for and was offered a job at Wells Fargo. At the time he applied for the job, Wells Fargo obtained a background check on him from a background checking company. Once they received his background check, they took an adverse action by denying him employment based on the background check. That's not where the problem starts. The problem arose, according to the plaintiff, that he was not provided with a copy of his background report and other disclosures by Wells Fargo as required by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and failure to do that cost them $12 million in a settlement of the suit. Think about that, $12 million for failure to send two documents. That's $6 million per document. Oh my. Honestly, I don't understand that type of failure to comply with the Fair Credit Reporting Act on the part of the employer. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is specific about what must be done if an employer is going to take adverse action, and it's easy to comply with. The law requires the employer notify the applicant of their intent not to offer employment with a pre-adverse action notice in which the applicant receives a copy of their consumer rights and a copy of their report. This gives the applicant a chance to see the report and to get any errors in it corrected. If no correction is forthcoming, and if the background checking company is doing their job, there should be no correction. The employer then is required to send the applicant a final adverse action notice a few days later. How hard is that? If employers deal with competent professional background checking companies like Background Checks Express, they're provided with pre-adverse action and final adverse action letters, all filled out with the applicant's name and address. $12 million out the window for lack of sending two notices. What a shame. Don't let it happen to you. If you're an employer, I hope you'll follow the series of videos, because what you learn here could well keep you out of court or help you to avoid hiring the wrong employee, and that's our mission. If you want to learn more about background checking or want to find out how we can help you know who you're hiring, just feel free to call me at 844-SCREEN-NOW, that's 844-727-3366, or email me at sandy@backgroundchecksexpress.com. In the meanwhile, please be safe, hire safe, and I'll see you in the next video.